Good morning. Here it is. It's Friday. We've made it through almost through another week. All you have to do is get through this work day, and anyway, you've made it. Of course it's February the 24th. We're closing in on the end of this month rapidly. But anyway, hope you had a great Thursday. I hope that God was able to use you in some way. And anyway, I hope you had a good night's rest and now ready to tackle the whatever events today brings. Of course, it's going to be cold out and kind of cloudy, but we can find warmth in our relationship with God. And so anyway, that's what we'll talk about this morning, of course. And this morning, the title of the devotion is "Make Your Talents and Skills Matter." When you're getting ready to be used by God, He doesn't just want to see that you're spending your time on the most important things. You see, He also wants you to use your talents in view of eternity. The Bible tells us in 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 20, it says, "Use every part of your body to give glory back to God." There's a big misconception about heaven that even many Christians have. Some people think, that when you go to heaven, all you're going to do is you're just going to kick back, you're going to eat ice cream, wear a white robe, play a harp, and float on clouds. But you'll know those things are in the Bible. You can't find that in the Bible. That's not there. So what are you going to do, all those trillions of years when you get to heaven? Well, that's a good question. Well, God has plans for you to serve in heaven. You'll have specific things to do in heaven, enjoyable things that allow you to serve God. Right now, what God's doing, He's giving you time here on this earth, to practice serving. And He's watching to see whether you take advantage, of that, or those opportunities that He gives us every day. Some people, they sit on the bench, all through life, living for themselves. They expect to arrive in heaven and say, "Okay, God, take me off the bench and put me on the A team. Let me in the game. Let me serve you now." But you see, that's not how it works. Why? Let me ask you, why would God give you a place of serious service in eternity when you've done very little or nothing to practice serving, in this world? People also they misunderstand what they're going to take with them to heaven. You're not going to take any of your money to heaven. You're not going to take any of your possessions to heaven. You're not going to take a single material thing to heaven. So what are you taking to heaven? Well, there's only two things, and that's your character and your skills. You see, God wants you to understand, that right now is your opportunity to get ready for the real thing. Right now is the time to develop your serving skills and to build your character to be, more like Jesus. We're to strive to be more like Jesus, every day that God gives us the opportunity to breathe the breath of life. Let me ask you, are you doing anything to use your talents for God, as we speak in this day and time? Or are you using all your talents just on yourself? You see, God wants you to serve Him, serve Him well, here on earth and forever in heaven. And I truly believe that. I believe God, He's getting us ready, for that day when we do go to heaven. And by serving others here on earth and doing the things that God, instructs us to do while we're here on this earth, that's just preparation for when we get to eternity and we get to live with Him forever. And we'll be serving each other, and it's going to be a great time. It's really the description of heaven is beyond really our comprehension. It's hard for us to imagine, how wonderful it will be. But while we're here on this earth, we're to live life using the skills and the talents that God has given us to serve others, to serve each other, as we go. And so anyway, I hope that encourages you here on this Friday, and hope you have a wonderful day and have a great weekend. Remember, if you're near Hydro on Sunday morning and you don't have any place to go to worship, we would love for you to come and see us at Hydro First Baptist Church. But anyway, remember, Angie and I, we love you guys, and we're praying for you. And Lord willing, I'll see you soon. God bless you.